welcome back to the episode of Last Day on Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety that only gets more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a recap over some of the secret locations that have been added into Last Day on Earth and going over those a little bit before heading out on a raid. But before that, we also got a floppy disk. We gotta cash in for some dope-alicious loot. Crossing my fingers, maybe we could get a scar or something super nice from that. And of course, we are announcing the winner of this past week's $25 I Do Touch Play Store gift card giveaway a little bit later today as well. So make sure to stay tuned, and best of luck in the brand new giveaway kicking off today as well. But without further ado, what I wanted to go over today is actually some of the secret locations that have been present and recently added into Last Day on Earth. Now, these are locations that unfortunately are not yet visitable, but are very unique and identifiable on the map and seem to have some sort of a future connotation associated with them, starting with this thing over here. I still get comments about this god-darned little dock, and I don't blame you guys because it's so mysterious. It's just chilling up there like, what is this dock doing, bro? And the answer is, we still do not know. This was originally added back when the North itself was actually added, which was like around update 1.6. That is like over a year ago, I'm pretty sure. At this point, this thing was added in, and along with it, it was added in the same update that the fishing rod was added in. Of like, dude, we already have multiple fishing rods at home and whatnot, but the fishing rod also does not yet have a use. So likely what happened is that they were, and most likely still are, continuing on planning to have this be a fishing location that we could head to and potentially have other things, other activities and whatnot that we could do at the dock. But the big thing being associated with it is, of course, that fishing rod, because it's literally like a fishing dock, dude. Like, this is where fishing happens, man. And I'm still holding out, man, because it'd be super awesome to actually be able to go fishing to catch fish. Maybe if fish were a special type of food, like maybe, you know, cooking some fish properly would give us like a buff or something. I think the reason that they didn't continue development on that, or at least haven't prioritized it, is because, you know, fishing would at the time being just have been another way of getting food. And I mean, there's already so many different ways of getting food. They probably want to focus on bigger things like entirely new areas opening up the North and that type of stuff. But I'm really still hoping that the dock does get added in and we get some fishing functionality as well, so we can finally put those fishing rods to use, because that would be about as dope as it gets. But with the most recent update 1.11.8, so maybe not the most recent, but one of the more recent updates that added in this whole map revamp and a bunch of those one-time events, such as the kidnapping event, still my favorite of all time, there were a couple of interesting new things added throughout the map, a couple of which we've briefly gone over, but I want to go over and dive into a little bit more in depth, starting with this thing over here. Now, we talked about this quite a little bit. This is some sort of destroyed bridge that was added over here within the North, and most likely what this is going to do is that leads off over here into the North. That is the main passageway towards the North, and we have heard and seen throughout loading screens and tips and hints throughout Last Day on Earth that the North is where some sort of a massive city exists or something along those lines, and this is most likely going to be kind of the road that leads to that, especially because, as you guys could see, it transitions from just a couple of normal roads into a highway over here, and highways tend to go towards bigger city areas and kind of like interconnect and intertwine between those types of locations, making this a prime candidate for being the highway that ultimately takes us out and away into the city. And it's definitely just an interesting location because, as you can see, there's like a destroyed bridge. It's crossing over an island, and definitely a place I could see us being able to visit later on, potentially repair. And I mean, that'd be a pretty hardcore repair, but it's just so unique. Like, that's not something you see anywhere else in the form of a destroyed bridge, and definitely would be a cool survival location, even if we can't necessarily cross over it, to be able to visit the destroyed bridge, maybe, you know, at least on this side, and like loot it up a little bit and like potentially see the other side, because supposedly the other side over where the main city is has insane amounts of zombies, like thousands of them just roaming throughout the city through what they have said. So maybe it's a good thing this bridge is broken. Maybe it's been strategically destroyed to try and hold the zombies at bay so they can't like cross over, since, I mean, I don't know if zombies can swim, but I mean, they could have crossed over that, and that is not looking like it's crossable anymore, making this kind of like its own isolated place. Like, you can't really get here without fording the river at some point. Speaking of the river, by the way, and the west, we do have the swamp zone town getting a little bit more detailed. As we know, over here in the west, they used to look a little bit more generic, but now you can kind of see the general kind of like swamp texture to the land, if that makes sense, with all of these small little waterways going through, little ponds and lakes, just very much so, like you guys could literally see here, all these like inland bodies of water. This is very much so the type of location and just like terrain that would be associated with a swamp, further reinforcing that this watchtower over to the west, once we have the ability to create the ATV, whether that be finishing up the one that can be crafted at home. I've seen some comments saying, stop, why haven't you finished crafting the ATV? The ATV transmission is not quite yet in the game. I know, heartbreaker, but we gotta deal with it. But whenever it does get added in and we can finish the ATV at our base, or potentially at that outpost / settlers update that is coming, that is gonna let us actually build up an army base of some sort. It looks like there's like a hangar over there that might be able to like store our ATV, so maybe they're changing plans and allowing our ATV to be crafted at our outpost when that comes along and we can like repair that military base. That would make sense too, to have an ATV at a military base. So just a couple of little connections over there. But then we do have the watchtower, which one unlocked, we'll be unlocking those new swamp zones, which will then bring along with them some amazing things, such as the ash planks and potentially another type of zone that could be dropping titanium as well, because when the north was added in, we got the oak forest, which was the next tier of wood, kind of like how the swamp is going to add in the next tier of wood. And then we also got these winter zones, which added the next tier of metal, copper, and whatnot. And so there could potentially be another one lined up with that as well in the form of titanium, which will then unlock a whole ton of new recipes and whatnot. So that's definitely a pretty big change that has come recently. Over here, this is really random and super unique. Just this destroyed overpass of some kind. I got no, like, there's no reason for this to be in there unless it's something that we might be able to visit within the future, dude. So it's like, it's just a random, like, it's like, what's it overpassing, you know? Like, what, where are you going, Mr. Road? It's some kind of an overpass. I'm not really sure why it would exist or what it's going over, making it kind of a prime location to potentially be expanded as a location that we could actually go and visit, maybe find some trolls under the bridge or something like that. But definitely could be a lot of potential over there, potentially find some survivors hiding out and trying to survive under the overpass. That's something that I could definitely see coming to fruition. And, you know, obviously finding a little bit of loot, maybe some destroyed cars down there, some valuable car parts, since I'm guessing if there are people living under the underpass, they've probably been salvaging the bejesus out of the surrounding roads, making that a very cool potential future location. You might be like, Star, what about this? That's kind of part of the motel over there. It's just kind of like the highway sign saying like, yo, you're on the highway now, bro. So a little bit of a heads up there. And in the east, we do have, well, besides the fact that there's some interesting little side roads that look like they lead to something over in the darkness, but that's even more mysterious. We also have this road going all the way to the north. Who knows that there could seriously potentially be some sort of a hidden location up there, because like there's literally a road leading to it, which is obviously sketchy. We got that side road like we were saying, but then of course the ultimate of secret locations that were added in were this kind of surrounding town around the police station. This is not a city, by the way, okay? This is not the city, because we've heard that the city exists in the north, and this is more of a small town police station as well. Like if this were to be like a city police station, it'd have a little bit of a different structure and be a lot more densely compact than it is over here. This is a little bit more of a spaced out town. None of these are like giant skyscrapers or giant buildings. These are all just kind of buildings on the smaller side, making this a town. And that is where of course this road comes in, because you can take kind of like this little side road, making this kind of like a farm town potentially. You can kind of take this little side road and then you convert into the highway, and then that highway would lead to the city. So there you guys have a little, not a little, pretty much all of the interesting secret tidbits scattered throughout the Last Day on Earth map. Definitely some interesting jazz going on over here. A lot of very cool locations and just secrets that could seriously have awesome potential for being expanded into like some sort of a, I don't even know how to describe it, just being expanded into something really freaking cool, man. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, could you imagine having to go through the ruins of the town, for example, or going under the overpass, going to the dock, maybe encountering some fishermen, doing like a little fishing quest with them, getting betrayed by fishermen, maybe taking a boat out on that body of water via such fishermen that could be at the dock, the bridge, and maybe seeing the hordes of zombies on the other side. Long story short, there is a bejesus Jesus ton of very cool stuff that just can have so many different ways that it could be taken. I am immensely looking forward to every single one of them, and I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys got to say around them, how you think each location could work, which locations you think are the most likely to be expanded into full-blown locations we could actually visit within the future, because I think that's the ultimate goal, obviously, but which ones are the coolest to you, which ones are the most interesting to you, how you think each one might be working, what to expect within each and every one of them, any and all that type of jazz. I would love to hear in that comment section down below, along with maybe how your day is going in that comment section down below. Hopefully it's absolutely fan-freaking-tastic and only gets more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out, and hopefully your weekend's been going awesome and your weekend also continues to only get better from here on out. And god dang it, Bobby, why are you in the middle of freaking nowhere? Holy moly guacamole, we got a cross-country road trip to make it out there, so let's go and visit this airdrop first before we go and cash in some of the goodies. But, whatchamacall, yeah, with that said, I would love to hear what you guys got to say around any and all that type of jazz in that comment section down below. And a reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into a wiggy $12 at your such place store gift card giveaway. All you got to do as well is make sure to hit that like button, make sure subscribed. That'll let you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week. Let's freaking go pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week. And we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well, which is exactly what we are doing today. A little bit later in today's video, we are going to be picking a random video from this past week and a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner of this past week's giveaway. And that also means that today the brand new giveaway is kicking off. I'm sorry, Mr. Dealer, I am not trying to talk to you at the moment, but that, oh my goodness gracious, that's so much energy, my guy. We might need to make a pit stop somewhere shorter. There's nowhere shorter to make a pit stop. Okie dokie. I will drive to the motel and then hopefully run over there. That might be the best way of doing this, because wowzers, dude, we are far away, my guy. But yeah, that means that the new giveaway is kicking off today, so make sure to get those entries in starting today and into all the future videos, as we are saying as well, because reminder, you guys can enter in on every single last day on Earth video going out, so make sure that that notification bell is hit to stay up to date with every single video that y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well that you should definitely give a look if you guys have not already. We are checking out a bunch of really cool games, and there are some really cool ones coming up within this month. I'm going to try and actually record an update video, kind of like a real life little vlog type thing, going over some of the stuff to expect within April, because April is going to be a big month. It's going to be a sucky month because I got midterms, I got college, I got group projects, I got a ton of stuff like that, which is going to be like, not looking forward to it. But in terms of games, and hopefully that next last day on Earth update as well, since the next update is likely to be the mercenary update, we got, an infected crate. We need to, and a puppy. Oh, puppy, have you been infected by this crate too? Oh, baby. Oh, I did not mean to slow-mo the deer. God dang it, deer. I was trying to kill a toxic abomination. Why you do this to me, fam? Why you do this? Okay, let me play a little bit of Ring Around the Rosie over here, and then take down the abominable snowman over here. The abominable toxic man over there. Bye-bye, my friend. But yeah, a ton of really cool games coming up. We got some really awesome mobile survival games coming, and we're already checking out some really cool games as well, like 7 Days to Die, for example. We just survived a massive horde that attacked our base. We like fortified. We fortified like a furniture store and had a really fun time with that. I don't want to go too in depth into that, but whatchamacall, yeah, 7 Days to Die, that is especially an awesome one. We're checking out Life After a little bit, and just a bunch of other dope survivals. I'm trying to get some Generation Zero popping again, and also Westland Survival's got this crazy update that I really want to dive into again, where, long story short, ooh, piece of candy. Why is everything so out of the way today? YOLO, I'll use some of that freaking energy. I just want to save my gas, dude. I like saving my gas, and we still got a little bit of coinage left over before we gotta dip into the wallet again and potentially buy more, because I don't like buying coins, but god dang it, if it leads to a more fan-freaking-tastic video, I don't mind. If it means we can run to more places, if it means we can do more raids, I'm more than willing to sacrifice my financial fiscal responsibility. Oh dear god, that sounds worse when you say it out loud. But yeah, definitely looking forward to A lot of those games coming up and the current ones out, so give those a look if you guys have not already. And let's not forget that the notification bell is a great way to stay up to date with all the newest of info coming out about Last Day on Earth. As soon as anything new is out, we are diving headfirst into it, telling y'all all about it, spreading all the info possible, connecting the dots with other information released, with stuff already existing in the game, any and all that type of jazz to give us the clearest look at the future of Last Day on Earth. And as soon as the future of Last Day on Earth is here, hey, we get to watch these dudes attack a zombie horde. And get the popcorn, boys! We ain't gotta do nada. Oh, no, no, no. They are doing the heavy lifting over here. But then as soon as any type of new update does come out, we dive headfirst into it, showcase absolutely everything that we can, absolutely ASAP as possible. New locations, new bosses, new enemies, you name it, it's getting shown off. It doesn't matter how hard it is, how much of our loot we gotta blow through, and oh baby, we got dead people. Are you just gonna let these zombies do their thing? Oh, shotgun rain, I'm gonna deal with all of y'all at the moment. Get out of here. You've been betrayed by the Papa Star. I'm so sorry. Is there more horde coming? No, I think we might be good. Well, okie dokie. Would you, god dang it, there's more horde coming. Well, at the very least, we can hopefully take a couple of things out of here. I'll round them up, because we do have some shotgun rain, which, in case you guys don't know, is absolutely perfecto for taking out every single one of those sad schmucks and continuing our looting spree of the chopper event. What you got within, Mr. Bag? Is there anything good? Ooh, not as good as I would have hoped, but the bag has been secured, so we'll take that. Oh, we got another horde coming our way. Some more easy peasy EXP and a very nice M16, among other things. Let's just go ahead and come on, boys. Gather round, gather round. It's story time. Let me tell you the story of Shotgun Rain. Oh, dude, that was a good story. All the bodies hit the floor. That's how crazy that story was. They died out of shock. That's how amazing the story of Shotgun Rain is. So be careful if you're ever trying to tell that story to someone else, all right? With great power comes great responsibility, and there's no greater power than the power of Shotgun Rain. Now, let's try and loot up the rest of these bodies. That should be pretty much the other main stuff that we gotta worry about. A baseball bat. We can mod that into something really nice and nifty. The zombies are done attacking us. Bless to the up. I guess I could pick up that band-aid over there. We could pick up a little bit of water. Honestly, I should have just hit take all. That would have simplified things. The zombies are just gonna have a poop ton of cloth and whatnot, which I'm not super concerned with because we already have a humongous band-aid and first aid kit stockpile that I'm not worried about a couple of the band-aids we would get out of this. What I'm worried about is, whatchamacall, let's bring our chopper over here because we can actually steal some gas. Always something you guys should be doing whenever you're at a chopper event. Make sure you have some empty water bottles. A lot of times the chopper events themselves actually provide water bottles. You might need to drink them first, but that's not a bad thing. And then what you want to end up doing with those, let's just skedaddle on out here, is you can use those water bottles to siphon and transfer their gas into your own goodness. So let's go ahead, drink on up and glug, 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 glug. Let's collect all that gas. God dang it, did not want to get on my chopper. That is not at all what I meant to do. But yes, as soon as that new update does come out, we're checking it out to its fullest extent, showcasing off every single little thing that it has to offer. It doesn't matter how hard it is, how much of our loot we gotta blow through, potentially how much of our own moolah we gotta blow through either. All right, I'm more than willing all the time to try and bring that fan-freaking-tasticness to life and showcase all that we can and hopefully find the most effective strategies at tackling things like that as well. You know what I mean? And also, hold on, I think I need to grab the rest of my water bottles from there, but, you know, the best strategies for taking down any new locations, any new bosses, you know? And trying to reveal that type of stuff, so hopefully you guys are prepared for what is to come, and you guys know what to expect. And hopefully we can have a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a giggle along the way as well. But, alright, let's go and collecto mundo the rest of that gas. We'll put that gas away, and that is going to be some of our raiding help. But we also, in order to continue with today's raid, do need one other thing. And that thing, of course, is the C4, which should be hidden within this infected crate that we are transporting right here and right now. So we gotta go back on home to the bath of acid. We got to dip this box of infection into said bath of acid. Into said bath of acid. And after that's done, you know, there should be some loot awaiting us inside. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't be an acid bath because the problem with that is I now need to, I need to clear out my acid bath, because my acid bath, I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls, it is pretty much like a glorified giant chest. So while I go and try to organize that monstrosity, whatchamacall, I will talk to y'all in a second. When we return, we'll pop open that infected crate, see what's within, and commence with today's raid. And there we have it, a completely emptied out acid bath, which means it is time for us to take that box of infection. And unfortunately for us, ow, it is a very painful box. I think the box is attacking us, dude. I know you don't want me to open you up, Mr. Box, but come on, man. You're gonna attack me like that? That's not nice. What type of a box attacks people? And here we have it. The amazing bath that you will be dipped in. And whoo, baby, dude, I always love how blue that thing gets, man. It's just something about it's just satisfying. Also, let me satisfy my Bella. And now that my Bella's been satisfied, let us go sacrifice the 20 coins we need to put that thing up in turbo. And away me. Let's go, boys. That is exactly what I would have wanted. A scar or a grenade launcher out of the infected box. That is a W in my book. Guess what? We just got that letter W. Let's go. Oh yeah, and 2C4 that we are about to go and take out on a little bit of a spin in today's daily raiding adventures. Because as you guys know, every single day it is my goal to break into someone's base. Yeah, pretty simple goal, but hey, you know, it's I like to keep things simple and fun, because let's be honest, breaking into people's bases, oh baby, it's always a fun time. But no worry, no people were harmed in the making of this raid, because as is with every single raid out there, when you are doing raids, you are not actually raiding someone else's base. You are raiding a copy of someone's base, aka that base is like exactly the same as the person who you're raiding. Like it's a copy of a real person's base, but it's a copy of them at a certain point in time. So let's say, like, you know, when the last update was dropped, for example, right at the moment that update was dropped, the database of bases that you could raid was potentially updated, and then like these bases are like, you know, a snapshot of that base at that moment in time. But you know, like if you raid player 7203 and I raid him, it's always gonna be the same, because we're raiding a copy of the player's base. Whereas if we were actually raiding the base, like if I raided him first, then you guys would show up to his base and it would be nothing like it was when I raided it, because, you know, all the stuff that I would have taken is gone. So no worries, guys. No bases were harmed in the making of this video. But oh baby, we about to be collecting a little bit of loot and having a little bit of fun. Not very good over there, so yeah, nothing really in the pickup truck, I suppose. Here's the thing, this is a little bit of a actually kind of big-ish type of stone base. Ooh, baby, so we might need to utilize multiple C4 possiblemente. But before we go ahead and commence today's raid, let's announce the winner of this past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Huge congrats to the randomly chosen video from the past week, where we learned about the mercenary camp coming. We got a sneak peek of the camp itself, some sort of like a job board slash bulletin board, and even info on how the mercenaries will work. That video is a keeper, because the mercenaries, long story short, are gonna be dope. They're gonna be like bodyguards we could hire that come with us, and we could give them armor and equipment. It's gonna be amazing. And huge congrats to the randomly chosen comment from that randomly chosen video. Lava Killer saying I have a few hundred gold that I've been holding on to myself. Good man, Lava Killer, because that gold may be the way that we have to hire and pay the mercenaries. So huge congrats to you for winning this past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Go in and reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know the very best way to privately get in touch with you, so we could go ahead and get you that code that you oh so deserve, my compadre. And without further ado, bada bing, bada boom, we are into the base, and we have vandalized that poor lad's couch. Oh baby, things are looking good. Let's gather around the troops over here and hit them with a little bit of shotgun rain once we have everyone collected into one area. Come on, Floater Blow, to catch up with the rest of us, you schmuck, and a shotgun rain. Don't care if it makes a little bit of noise, given the fact that we just saved a ton of weapon durability. I'll take it. Let's put the C4 away. But huge congrats to you for winning this past week's $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know the very best way to privately get in touch with you. I do need like a private way to get in touch with you, like something like email or something like that, just so I can make sure that when I get you that code, no one else sees it. Because if someone else sees the code, they'll be like, ooh, piece of candy, and they could redeem it. So that is un big problemo. So to solve that problemo, let me know how I could privately get in touch with you in reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, and I will go ahead and do that, and we will get you your code, mind compadre. But huge congrats to you for winning, and best of luck to everyone else in that brand new $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway kicking off today. And bruh, what? What? Are you kidding me right now? Is there anything good in this? What? Oh, okay. Hold up. We actually got we got our aluminum back that they stole from me, I think. I'll take that. I'll take that. What about in chest numero trace? Do you have anything good for me by chance? I don't know. This raid is this might be one of the most disappointing raids we have gone on. Because here's the thing, too. Shotgun rain. Let's go ahead and give y'all a little, motherload of shotgun rain to deal with. And whoop. Let's Zoidberg our way out of there. And take out a couple of floater bloaters before they can catch up to us. So hopefully, actually, no shotgun rain yet. That thing is still regenerating. I'm gonna wait for this, actually, because, like, I don't really know how much more stuff we gotta break into, so shotgun rain. I don't mind making a little bit of noise. Might as well. It's way better than using a ton of our pistol durability, you know? Always good whenever you can group up a bunch of enemies, because that shotgun rain active skill mod, oh baby, that turns your shotgun into something amazing. Now, unfortunately, after doing a little bit of research into the subject, it does appear that this base is hot trash. We could still, technically speaking, break into this area over here. That is not really worth it. I have looked into it, kind sirs, and let me just say, there's like 2 chests in there, and they have like some wood and some planks. I'm not using a C4 for that. I am very sorry. So we are not going to break into that part of the base. We're just going to try to hopefully find enough stuff that's worthwhile over in this part of the base because, wow, this base is whack. I'm giving this base a whack out of 10. Whack out of 10, would not raid again because, wow, there are just 2 empty chests. The only reason this one had stuff was because it was my stuff and this was a revenge raid, so we got that back. What is going on, bro? This raid is so bad. This is that guys, if you guys come across this base, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if I'd recommend using any C4 at all. Like, it might suck, but you're better off saving that C4 for a real base, because this base is getting a whack out of 10 on the Papa Star rating scale rating system. The rating system. Holy tongue twister. Yeah, it's really just not looking like it's worth it. And if zombies start running after me, I might just kind of get the hell out of here. No? Okay. Like, we already have a full inventory. We've pretty much taken everything that this base has to offer. And, I mean, there is that other section, but that's not really worth breaking into either. I guess we could, like, I don't know, I'll get a cleaver instead, I guess, and I'll take some water bottles too, but this base just has nothing redeeming about it, and that's pretty bad, man. That is pretty bad. Like, literally, we have an inventory full of stuff, but, like, I don't really know if I really want to go back and grab anything more, because there's just nothing that valuable. Like, there's no workbenches to break into, and I'm definitely not breaking into that other stone wall, because, again, there are 2 chests there. And at best, we're gonna get like some wood and some planks. I am not using a C4 on that. No siree, because we gotta work our way back up to a decent C4 stockpile. We're currently at 1. I am not trying to impede that progress in exchange for some planks. But, wow. I've never seen a base this disappointing. This might be one of the worst C4 raids I've ever seen in my life. This base is whack. Papa Star, out. Don't want to see this ever again in my game. I'm so sorry, player 7203, but you, my friend, and your base are a Wackosaurus Rex. Whack out of 10, would not raid again. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna go ahead and start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival as well. We'll go and visit the airdrop too really quickly. We got some inventory room. I don't know, man. We'll just drive over here. I was gonna start walking home. I guess we could do a quick drive. Never hurting no one or nothing like that. But, yeah, after we go ahead and open up this little crate and see what it has within, that's gonna start wrapping it up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Hope you guys are having an absolutely great weekend. Let's freaking go. We got a puppy out of this airdrop, too. Today is a good day in terms of puppies, my man. I like what I'm seeing, but hopefully you guys are having an absolutely amazing weekend that only gets better from here on out. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say in that comment section down below regarding what we went over, and especially best of luck. Let's freaking go in that $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway that is kicked off today. Huge congrats to the winner of this past week. Again, make sure to reply to that pinned comment in that comment section down below, letting me know how I can get in touch with you and contact you to get you that gift code. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.